listener, and welcome to Tim Portlers, the oddly named show where we jump around a whole bunch of different games and systems and hopefully do so in a somewhat coherent manner. I'm Seth, I'm writer and game master, and with me I have...
I am David, and I'm using chocolate chips to represent my edge points so I can eat them when I spend them and it will be delicious.
Edgy.
I'm Rachel, and I will not be using chocolate for my edge points.
And Kyle, I wish I had thought of use chocolate for my edge points because that's how I now have chocolate for my edge points.
Sharing.
It's a magical place.
Sharing is a magical place.
Sure. Thanks, David.
Welcome.
Sorry for the audio there,
Yes,
listener.
please keep the crinkling to a minimum. I'm having episode 1 flashbacks. Alright. When last we left our heroes, having returned to the kind of pocket dimension of Yatamulaj after embarking on a fairly lengthy trip to Rokugan, you all had returned to the lodge and discovered that Sahin's sister Kisma had unwittingly, seemingly found a way to enter, possibly, another realm that appeared to have been visited or touched somehow by these strange players you've been encountering. Firstly, in the world of Space 1889, in a Dark Elf woman, and then somebody by the name of Veral in Rokugan, who was the Wakened. Some people seemed to address him as such. And so, armed with a bit of time to prep for this adventure, you had familiarized yourself, well, some of you, with the world of Shadowrun and this strange place called Laundan, where you appeared to be heading. And Kisma proceeded to use her visor to bring you into that world. You all kind of latched onto her and journeyed along and emerged much as you had intended to on the other side in this world. Kisma had not. This being her first foray, it did not go as well for her. She's normally an elf. She has emerged as a dwarf. She's not happy about it. But in the ensuing confusion, in which a street thug was, I think, mistakenly cut down, and vehicles were claimed, it appeared as though Kisma had some other presence reach out to her mind through cybernetics, so you're not entirely sure. But when Sahin piggybacked on the frequency, hacker speak, I've been sliced!
No, please, no.
You kind of plugged into the visor and were able to see in this virtual plane where Kisma was speaking to this troll, young troll woman who identified herself as Vethenai and appeared to believe that you might not be associated with the Wakened, who appear to be an organization here. There's a great tower that appears to bear their name. And
In Comic Sans.
yes, in Comic Sans.
The most evil of fonts.
What would be worse is if they combined Comic Sans and
And just alternate each letter.
Every letter.
Oh,
And
most foul enemies.
yes, you had been welcomed, if you can call it that, by Vet and I to meet up with her somewhere in the seedy areas of London. She had supplied you with Londinium. She had identified it. You're not sure if that's the actual name or just the name she uses, or
What the locals call it? Of course it's correct.
all right.
Yeah, so that's what we're going to call it.
All right. So you headed off in that direction. Some of you in a partially portal compromised vehicle, and Sahin on a motorbike. And had made sure to drive on the correct side of the road and headed off. And that is where we pick up, where you have set out for your as yet unknown destination, and you just head directly there. What do you do?
I would feel like since we've had some trouble, maybe we should take a
Circuitous route.
Mm-hmm.
All right. What's like a thing in Shadowrun where you can be clandestine? Feels like Shadowrun should have a few things that kind of fit that bill.
Stealth?
Yeah, this isn't like more like a
Skullduggery.
yeah, like a skullduggery, like a playing it cool, flying casual, as it were.
Well,
It might just be stealth.
All right.
unless you're doing some sort of social thing, otherwise it would be con. But obviously
It's
we're not. So.
it's not really. I guess it's more so stealth. Sort of like a slightly more applicable skill, but it's close enough. So, who was driving when we had left off? It was. It was Slenderman.
Yeah.
And I'm driving
Yeah.
a bike.
Well, I don't actually know where I'm going.
Which, I
so
mean, they
my-
do have piloting, which is any driving. But
Yeah, but
We're able to operate the vehicle just fine. It's making sure that we take a route that's going to lose people.
yeah, because it's like the piloting, like the driving itself, is not difficult at this point. So I wouldn't feel like I have to impose a check for that.
Okay.
It's more so being the,
being sneaky.
headlights off, drive over here, turn it back on.
But like, Kizma, could you pull up where we're going? Because I have no idea where
It's
we're going.
on the thing. It's on.
Oh, is that what that thing is?
Yes.
Oh, weird. Okay, so
Yeah, it's on,
towards
it's
the
on,
dot.
it's on
Alright.
GPS.
I
Okay.
remember I'm incompetent with computers.
Alright, so for rolling for stealth, I would be rolling my stealth skill and
Yeah.
the linked attribute. Okay.
I would like to assist with
With Memphis.
Memphis's check.
I'm rolling 13 dice.
That is mini dice.
So what are dice?
Let's see
Agility.
if this is any good.
Alright, so hang on, Memphis. I might give you some extra dice.
Radical, bro.
I got 1 hit
Okay.
on my
So I got
test.
one extra dice.
Okay.
So you only needed 3, so you're fine.
Can I use the dice box?
Fine.
Thank you. Oh my. That's one spicy stuff roll in the wrong direction.
It's a spicy stealth roll.
So, Seth,
Yeah.
I rolled a 7 dice,
Yeah.
and I got 4 that are for a glitch. So that's a glitch, right?
That's a glitch.
That's a glitch. But I
Well.
do have 2 success, which does not
So,
make
so, so it's not a critical glitch,
right.
but it's a failure with a glitch.
Yeah.
All right, that makes things interesting.
You wanted a glitch game master, you got one.
Yay!
What can I say except
That's-
you're welcome?
Yeah, guns, lots of guns.
Whoa.
All right. So as Saheen begins to lead the way, just kind of she's doing that annoying lead motorcycle in the caravan thing, where she's kind of going in between other vehicles where you can't follow with
I
a
can't
larger
do
vehicle.
that.
Yeah. Yeah, you would have to be contorting the vehicle to be able to follow her, and she's just carrying on. If you had to guess, she's probably just kind of spaced out and just is enjoying the feeling of, I'm on a motorcycle. This is a new experience. Because you guys have been on horses, but they're not super fast.
Yeah.
Now you're in cars and motorcycles, and it's exciting. It's horsepower instead of just horses.
You already tried that. Handbrake chair and it was radical.
Super radical. And
Let's not do that again.
So,
Right.
Memphis,
Yeah.
as you are trying to keep pace with Saheen and her crazy maneuvering, there comes a point where abruptly You see this little old man in his
Oh no.
in his motor car, probably just out to drive to the pub,
no.
and he politely indicates and is going to shift lanes. Even raises a hand, and you're just like, what is he doing with his hand? What is that supposed to mean? And as he moves over to shift lanes, you see he's coming into your space. This is crazy. You're not prepared for this. You've never learned how to drive.
I know how to drive, yeah.
So you immediately swerve and overcompensate and catch him the rear bumper and just kind of spin him way out of control. And you just like he's kind of rolled down his window to like smile at everybody and wave and take in the day, and you just hear, "Oh, Governor, my goodness!" And yeah, as his car spins just wildly out of control, just kind of slams into the divide, and your car just kind of connects into a fire hydrant and contorts around it. And like the car is not totaled, you did not get a critical glitch, right. But everyone around is noticing and pointing and like recording and bringing out their communications devices and making a whole big scene of it. It's not too long before people are turning on the lights in all the windows nearby, and yeah, you are decidedly noticed.
On second thought, maybe you should drive next time.
I don't know how to drive.
Well,
Wait, I do know how to drive. I don't think I'm good at it, though.
So what do we do in this sort of thing? I didn't read up on if we had a collision with somebody. That can't be good.
You look back seeing and they're just wrapped around a fire hydrant right now.
Okay.
Guys, what's going on? You look like you're having some trouble.
We crashed.
What took you off? I'm learning how to drive. You were
What
saying
do we do now? Do we wait for the police or do we run?
Both of you just kind of look in the back seat. Kizma just has her legs brought up to her chest and is just rocking back and forth. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no.
Do you know what to do?
What? No!
I'm gonna look in the glove box and see if we have insurance.
Just a quick reminder, it's not your car.
I think it's time to leave.
Guys, what are you doing? Can you get the car out of there?
I'm
Or
trying to
do you
remember what I
leave
learned in
it?
class.
Like, what's going
Go
on?
ahead, whip it into reverse.
Okay, make a piloting check.
Oh,
Test. Sorry, test.
I mean, unless you got a better idea, Hideyoshi.
I think we don't have any options. We're going to be in trouble, so we should just leave and then ditch the car.
Also, does anybody actually have what are those things called that make it so you're legal?
A license?
A license. That's
I mean,
that.
I do.
Yeah, that.
I do have one of those, yeah. But I'm not sure to drive this
You
legal.
got Game Master. You're really good.
Please emphasize everything incorrectly. That's amazing.
Okay. I'm rolling crap today.
Is that another glitch?
Yep.
Oh no.
Wait, I thought it was only one.
He's
I got
he's
Oh, what?
accident.
Oh,
He's accident prone.
I
Yes.
have bad luck.
Yeah.
Oh.
so
Is
I
that
think
a
you should
critical
spend some.
glitch?
You're spending edge points to make that not happen.
You
I-
can,
I
you, yeah,
know.
you can and you should.
Well, just to remind myself and dear listener, what is a critical glitch?
A critical glitch is basically a glitch that's just going to happen a whole lot worse.
How
So
do
is
you
this
get it?
a clutch glitch?
A critical glitch occurs when you have only, in your case, ones and twos, since
Right.
you have bad luck. Normally just ones for most people. And then no hits.
Alright, so that would be in this case. Alright,
Yeah.
so we'll go ahead and use, I think you can use, if I remember correctly, one edge to re-roll one die.
Yeah, you'll probably want to
Have
do
you
that.
already used edge points?
Well, no, they refresh at the beginning.
How much edge do you have?
I have 3.
Okay.
Now I have 2.
Okay, you can. Yeah.
So we'll just re-roll one.
Yes,
dice.
yes. Yeah.
That is Should I try another?
I don't know if you're allowed to try again.
I think that's it.
Oh no.
I think you get basically one attempt where you can
Oh my.
spend edge to reroll equivalent dice.
Okay.
And, yeah.
So, seeing this, I'm realizing that the bike is not the greatest option if nobody else can drive worth the crap. So can I go and steal a vehicle that can accommodate all of us, and I will drive?
So you
Pretty much just like take a vehicle, leave the bike in its place.
All right, you bring your bike up to a halt, just quickly swing your leg over.
Looking for
and
something
you're looking for,
similar to what
Looking for a vehicle.
similar to what Memphis.
I mean, there's nothing that fancy. Like you're getting slowly towards the seedier part of town,
Okay.
and yeah, nothing that fancy.
So you're
out
saying
there.
like there's a big white van.
More like that, yeah.
That'll work.
I'll take it.
And at this point, the little old man has managed to come out of his car, and he's shuffled his way over to your vehicle, and he's rapping
go
on the
ahead and
window.
Put that little thing.
Excuse me, young man, are you
Yes.
all right?
I am quite alright. What about yourself?
And at this point, you immediately like, shift into the
Wow.
complete wrong gear, and then overcompensate, and just like everything inside is grinding awfully. And as you yank away from the fire hydrant, it like peels off, still stuck to your vehicle, and water spews and just catches the old man, kind of half like drenching him, and he's knocked over. And other people are rushing in to help him and just like raising their fists over at you guys.
Is the vehicle still operable?
Technically, yes.
Just has a fire hydrant embedded in the front.
Yes. And like as you're moving, you're hearing the bass of it
Guys,
grate
just
into the
get out of the car. I'm taking care of this.
Stop the car. It's time to leave.
And I say, meet me at that building up ahead, and I go looking for.
So we're just going to
A
run
white van.
away from the scene of a crime.
Again, I get out of the car
Mhm.
and I just start off in a light jog, heading towards the place where Seeking indicated,
All right.
making sure that Kizma has gotten out of the back seat as well.
Okay. She's still kind of in a daze, but she piles out of the back seat. You guys get out, and is with her stout legs is hurrying after.
Could I, perhaps, since I have quite a longer stride, granted she's going to have like none of this, but like fastball special, are they like?
Why didn't you
that-
let that orc carry her?
Oh, okay. If you want to do that, sure.
Can I carry you?
Fine.
Hustle, hustle, hustle.
Like there's a look in her eye of normally I would fight this so hard, but I'm sick of these little legs. And anyway.
Got short little arms.
People are shouting all sorts of nastiness at you guys and curses and calling for you to stop, and you're going to be arrested. You're going to,
Under normal circumstances, I'd go back and apologize, but I don't think that would work out so well now.
Probably not.
And still, the old man is on the ground. It's all right. I'm sure they're in a hurry for good reason.
Wait, he fell over?
Yes.
You got
Oh.
hit by the water.
Yes.
Oh.
So I guess I'll mark off that I no longer have a car.
And I think that, yeah, I'm pretty sure that violates Bushido. So
Yes.
no edge for me for 24 hours.
So,
But I have chocolate chips.
do you still get your current edge pool, or is it just all gone?
I cannot spend edge.
Okay. So you can have it, but it's useless.
Yep.
Got it. Cool. As were you heading for another vehicle still, or were you just trying to?
No, I was still looking for if there's something that's big enough for the four of us
Yeah,
and
there's
serviceable.
yes, they're technically serviceable vehicles, but they're not quite clunkers, but like your old Astrovan or whatever, like that.
It'll
sort of
do.
thing.
If it's that serviceable, that will do.
I mean, we saw that still running years after you sold it. So.
Yeah.
Van?
That was my first. Like, I mean, technically, I didn't own it, but that was my first car. Was a Chevy Astro boxy van.
Nice.
It meant she had to ferry everyone everywhere, and that's how we met, actually.
Yeah.
Aww.
Well, we had met before that, but that's how we actually started.
Yeah,
talking.
to talking because I would pick him up on the way to our Bible study Friday nights.
Yep.
How cute.
Glimpse into our past, listener.
I should have bought a van.
So you go over to the van and you yank on the door. It's locked.
How do? Oh, wait. Oh, I might have something for
You
this.
should have a thing for this.
I think I have a thing for this. I have an auto picker, rating 6.
Pick that lock.
I don't remember how this works because it's been a while since I did my character sheet.
Been a while.
It's called the auto pickers.
Turns out, I did not violate every single one of the tenets Bushido, because I wasn't insincere when I ran away.
Yeah, there you go.
But all the other ones I did hit.
I need to. Do you have
An auto picker adds 1 to your dice pool, which would be engineering plus agility.
engineering, which I do not have engineering?
So it's just agility plus 1 with your auto picker.
Okay, that's 8 dice, so that's still not
That is
too
many
shabby.
dice. So.
Well, if you're doing engineering, wouldn't it be logic? Because that's the primary lead attribute.
Oh, so it would just be logic plus agility?
Because you said it was engineering.
Yes, it is engineering.
Where are you getting the agility from? I haven't had.
Well, the to pick a lock is engineering plus agility.
Ow.
Oh,
Oh,
If
okay.
it explicitly says, then that would override the.
Engineering with logic.
Yeah.
And then so it's logic plus agility.
No, it's engineering plus agility.
but if engineering has
If
a
you
linked attribute
Right.
of logic,
Then you wouldn't count it because linked is just what you normally use.
But do you roll the linked attribute for engineering plus agility then?
I do not believe so.
I didn't think so either, but
okay.
here's making me question the thing.
We're making you question.
Currently, I'm just going to say roll agility plus 1 with your
Okay.
auto picker.
We see you.
Should I spend edge on this?
Up to you.
What do I spend?
Ooh.
What can I spend before?
Beforehand.
Depending on how much edge you have.
I have 4.
So
Alright.
In this sort of situation, does edge get?
I mean, you haven't really done anything to gain edge at this point.
Okay, I was curious.
For 3 edge, you can buy an automatic hit. For 4 edge, you add edge dice rolls to your pool and 6s explode.
I don't know that I want to do that right now.
This is not going to be too difficult. It's only target number 2.
any of those if you want.
Okay.
It's not a
Yeah,
high tech
oh,
system.
yeah, you
yeah,
got that.
I'm
Is that
very
5?
fine.
Yeah,
5
hits.
5 hits.
Like you barely pull out the auto picker before you just kind of slip it in, pop it open, and just kind of flip the auto locks for the rest of the doors as everybody else is piling them forward. Hideyoshi's getting
I
there.
hop into the driver's seat.
Throwing open the side door and just kind of throwing Kizma in.
I don't throw her in, but I set her inside.
All right.
Then climb in afterwards. Shut the door, and then just kind of like, as much as my big, huge body can, just kind of like slouch
Well, that's
way
why
low below the window line.
Van, we have a little more room, I think, than the other one,
Oh, yes.
technically. Right?
But yeah, I'm going to encourage my 3 accident-prone individual friends to make themselves less visible.
You're 3?
Yes. Me,
Somebody's gotta
Memphis, and
drive.
Kizma.
Oh, you said your 3 friends, so I was like, that.
So the rest of us.
I don't know how to count.
And we're the 3 best friends that.
My
anyone
logic's only
could
2,
have.
okay?
I'll climb also in the back because I'll imagine it's a van. There's plenty
Yeah.
of room back there.
Yeah.
You're kind of slung over the back seat. You're kind of slung over the middle seat. It's a thing.
Kizma's short, so she fits anywhere.
Yep.
Keep
Just put her in the
front.
overhead.
Yeah, she'll kind of hunker down in the front. So you go ahead and attempt now a piloting check to as if the street is growing a fair bit chaotic at this point as more people are rushing in and people who have been driving past in either direction or rubbernecking or even just stopping to try to assess what's going on.
So I think that maybe could I do like a stealth roll if we pause for a hot second and let some of the attention die down from us and be diverted to the spectacle back there, and
I
then
mean, people have definitely seen at least the big guys running for the van. So
okay, so we should just go. That's what you're saying.
yeah.
Okay.
Going would be recommended.
Okay. Okay, so I have piloting 4, which is linked to reaction, which is 5, so I'm rolling 9 die. And I am not unlucky.
Yeah.
4 hits.
Okay.
And just for the record, 4 ones.
Ooh, that's close.
Yeah.
That's close, but that is technically not a glitch.
It has to be half your dice pool.
Has to exceed half.
Exceed half, okay.
So that was very close to being a glitch. But, so as you peel out, there's a moment where you think you're about to lose control and just kind of contribute to a further pileup of vehicles. But you manage to thread the needle and just accelerate as fast as an old van like this can off into the sunset. I mean, you don't find that there is any theme music attached. But you can install some if you want. Yes. No. You manage to escape the scene of the crime. The siren's still wailing in the distance. And, yeah. So now you guys have been involved in a murder and a hit and run.
This is going great.
Multiple vehicle thefts, Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah.
We should probably park this vehicle a little ways away from our destination, just in case.
Agreed. So, like, a few blocks from where we need to be.
All right. At this, you're actually hearing Kizma like sort of muttering to herself at this point. I know. It wasn't my idea.
Kizma, can you remote access that car that we crashed?
Why?
Because we kind of left our destination on the map.
We did what?
I don't
Well, you weren't paying. Nobody
I know,
was
it
paying.
wasn't. That was. You can do. Okay, you're fine. She's taking care of it.
Thank you.
That's great.
She says not to thank her because you were going to give away her position and you're all incompetent. And
She's not wrong.
Yeah.
On either count.
All of you, and I look back at all of you.
It wasn't me.
And look, it's my first time driving, okay?
For
Much like
once,
yours.
this girl who did not go to school knows what's up.
I'm better at hitting things.
I mean, you did hit that guy really good. Just saying.
That was a little better than I expected to hit him. I didn't want to kill him. I just wanted to, like, I should use the other side of my sword and, like, non-lethal damage or something.
at least you didn't mean to.
Much like I didn't mean to hit that, so, we're good. Yeah.
No.
Also,
no.
I would recommend saying that you keep your eyes on the road. Just saying from past experience, it helps.
Watch out for those blinky lights on the sides of the cars. It means they're going to change direction.
Right.
There's an abrupt, just kind of passes the other way, Dopplering as you're like, they like flip on their siren just as they're passing. It's like, oh, okay, we're fine. There appeared to be law enforcement coming from the other direction. And yeah. So, as you head off, glitches are fine.
I believe those are called nickels.
What? What?
Out of game. They're called coppers.
I know.
I was thinking
there.
like 5-0, but that's more like 50 cent. But that's a
I don't know what the London police force is called, so.
Scotland Yard? Okay.
Hobbies.
Oh boy.
Well, that
So-
was...
As you're pushing deeper and deeper into the seedier part of London,
Hideyoshi, though, if I remember, didn't we read up in school that most individuals that get their driver's license actually tend to crash their cars right away? So we're just part of the curve there.
I think
We're just normal.
that hamster guy on the show that I was watching, I think he crashed on his first day.
Oh, true. Yeah, so we're okay.
Yeah, we're good.
Alright.
He became a professional driver, so it's kind of
So we got
okay.
a future. All right.
Yeah, you got a future in this, man.
I look over at Kizma and say, men.
Did you do
Roll
research?
my eyes.
I was doing cultural research, okay?
Oh, yeah.
Sure.
I don't think this is a men thing. I think this is a these men thing.
That's actually a very fair point. It probably is a just these men thing.
can kind of look over
Right.
the scene at Memphis.
Give a shrug.
I would shrug, but I'm kind of, packing way back here, and I don't got that much
We
room.
could put up some posters in here.
Alright.
All right. So, yeah, things are decidedly dreary and downcast, and fewer lights trying to splash neon color everywhere. And yeah, this is just a lot of crammed together complexes of just very 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 stacked contained living conditions, and everything is kind of dirty and wet, and the coordinates you have been provided, Kizma is directing you at this point. You don't have a GUS, a GPS in this vehicle, but you reach seemingly the coordinates indicated, and it appears to be...
We stopped the van at least a few blocks away, park it somewhere away from our final
Don't
destination.
even do a drive-by?
Not even do a drive-by.
Alright, so you go stop a few blocks away, get out, immediately getting pretty doused upon by the rain.
We're going to park it somewhere that's inconspicuous, that's not in a no parking zone, that seems to be like
A legit place to park.
a legit place to park, low traffic, where we can just leave it and it's not going to be noticed for a while.
Now you want to follow the rules.
Technically, I wanted to follow the rules before.
I'm sure Bushido Code will understand.
Well, in 23 hours it will.
Yeah. So, you all pile out of the car where you think there are a number of other vehicles parked. It appears to be acceptable for parking to take place here. You pile out. Number of individuals are milling about the vehicle, some coming, some going, and you begin to head over on foot more towards the indicated coordinates. And you come upon the exterior of seemingly nondescript, not different from anything else, apartment complex of some kind.
Well, Sahin, you met this person. You know who we're talking about, or who we're going to go meet. I have no idea who we're meeting.
Not just me. And Kizma.
I
You do too.
You're the charismatic one, Memphis. I just hit things.
Well, yeah. So, do we just knock at this thing, or do we like?
Either
I
they're
just-
here, or this is how we get to where they are.
Okay.
So I would
Just
go
knock
the door.
knock on the door.
Okay. This is like the main door to the apartment complex. You just go up and knock on that. No answer.
I try to open it.
It's open. It just leads into a hallway that kind of leads to the different doors. Somebody kind of passing through the hallway just gives you a weird look. We're knocking on the exterior door. Okay.
I'm British. I'm polite. That's what we do.
Old school British.
Right. Yeah. So yeah, I just go walk around. I have no idea where I'm going, so I just go walk up down the hallway.
All right.
Since I have been told which room.
Well, did Kizma know which room we were going to?
She hasn't yet, but as she's walking, she's still sort of muttering every now and then. And so that way, this way, kind of directing you the stairs down the hall, and just kind of leads you up to one of the middle floors, and you find yourselves in front of a door to one of the apartments, and like the number is all kind of bent and askew, and you're pretty sure there's some mice running around. You've heard the skittering mice or cockroaches. You're not sure.
Okay. I'll go ahead and I guess knock.
Ding, ding. Yes, come in.
I'll go ahead.
Does it sound like?
As far as you remember, yeah.
I'll go ahead and open the door since I guess I'm going first.
Kind of open the main door to the apartment, and it is sparsely filled, but the stuff that is there are basically, old floral print couch, doilies, that sort of thing. This is your grandma's, spare room kind of thing, and there's like a little teeny kitchenette, a little teeny round table with a couple of chairs, and you see standing there, Sahin, you recognize, is the form of the young troll woman, Vethinai. As you all enter, she's just standing there, fists on her hips, just kind of motions with her head over towards the couch.
I take a seat.
As all of you enter, it's even just with the five of you in here at this point, it's pretty cramped quarters, and like the big of you,
Especially
yeah, bigger ones of you taking a spot on the couch is, yeah, very very tight, very cozy. Oh, space is tight. And
Oh, wow.
Beth and I just waits for you all to come in and take a seat. Well, all right then. Don't know if you've all been informed, but the name is Vethanai, the leader of the Dirats.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Beth. I'm Cricket.
No, you're not.
Oh, well, I see you do your homework then.
Enough.
Well then, I guess I don't need to introduce myself or my fellows, since you obviously know all of our names.
I didn't say that.
Oh,
I just know who you're not.
well, that's great then. We'll just say that I'm not Cricket then. I'm gonna keep it at that.
You're not Cricket.
I'm not Cricket. Not the Cricket.
This is nicht gut.
And the rest of you, who are you pretending to be?
Lizard.
Fine.
Mostly as you see. Just with less fur, usually.
Call you a naked mole rat.
Oh
Oh,
no.
no. No.
I like that.
I give you a glare. You ever call me that? We're gonna have words.
Kizma looks like she's racking her brains. Visor. That's a weird name. Yeah, okay. So, you're strangers who show up in London and start poking around, causing havoc. Couldn't even get all the way here without committing a few crimes.
Okay, I'm gonna point out that these two are kind of incompetent when it comes to street smarts.
Does that mean you're in charge then?
I don't necessarily
Words.
want to be in charge, but it looks like I kind of have to be.
She glances between all of you, like, is that gonna fly?
Sure. I just hit things.
Works for me. I mean, she already met you and would have to start from the ground with our professional relationship, so might as well go with her.
You know, there is such a thing as too tall. Anyway,
I take offense to that.
go right ahead. None of this really tells me where you're from, what's your purpose here, and what you know of the Wakened.
I don't like the comic. They're, typeface choice, but I look over to Sahim, who's in charge.
And I would say, well, we know that they're more than they seem.
Aye, most people seem to grasp that rather easily.
And then I would talk about we've met a few who seem to be related in name or action.
Where was this, in Tokyo?
So I'm gonna do some quick. It would have been on. We were on Venus. I'm not saying this in game, by the
Sure,
way.
I get it.
I'm thinking it through okay, we were in Venus, but it was taken over by Germans. So I'm gonna say Germany and Japan.
You're right then. They appear to have quite the reach. Well, here in London, they appear to be rather focused on the emerged island of Linus.
Which, as you said, just appeared out of nowhere.
As far as you know.
I looked at Memphis.
What?
We know about this, right? This
Yeah.
island?
I should hope you know about it.
It shows up in a lot of legends.
It's a big deal.
Hmm.
Just right off the coast.
I don't do all the research myself. That's why I got these people.
I can appreciate delegation.
I'm just thinking about being close. We're incompetent researchers. Incompetent bad guys.
So if they're interested in similar items in Germany and Japan,
It's uncertain, but I believe, at least in the terms of magical, it seems that the answer could be yes. We're still, honestly, in the beginning of our research here.
so are any of you powerful mystics then who know about this sort of thing?
I look around. I don't think we have any mystics. Sorry.
Then what are you doing here? What's your plan?
She's very generous.
Saying what is our plan?
Assuming we have one.
Well, here's the thing. We haven't had a chance to make a solid one yet.
Are you free agents? Are you working for an organization? Where does this incompetence come from?
Those that are supposed to tell us how to do things and when to do things kind of dropping the ball as of late, so we've
We've had a recent unexpected loss in high-level leadership.
Did the Waken come?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Did the Waken come for you then?
Very possibly.
Yeah, we're pretty sure it's at least related to the Wakened.
That's why we're all kind of, like, pretty young. Because all the old people are not around.
Sorry to hear that. But they must view you as some kind of threat then.
Apparently.
Yeah.
To be fair, we have better days than today.
What have you been doing? What's been working?
My sword.
She looks to your sword. Anything special about it?
Not this one.
Then why didn't you bring the other one?
I left it with my half-brother. He needed it more than I did.
More so it needed to be there more than it needed to be here.
Yeah, I didn't want to leave Japan.
Right then, it appears you have some experience with the strange and mystical.
A little bit, yes.
More than you'd think.
Well then, if you're not entirely useless, perhaps you can work alongside the Dirats and we can accomplish something together.
Well, we've, I guess, told you our sort of not plan.
There's
What's
gonna
yours? Your plan?
We've been trying to harry whatever shipments they've been sending out towards Lioness. But they're securing their routes rather strongly. Our next plan of action was to try an infiltration of either their tower or the island itself to see what they're doing there.
Honestly, I'd vote Island.
as long as you drive.
You can't
That goes without saying at this point.
I warn you though, if we go straight for Lioness, we'll be going in with very little intelligence.
There was going to be an intelligence gathering phase of our not plan, so that part of our not plan has not changed.
So you plan very vaguely then.
We did just arrive to the city, so.
It's an open-ended type of situation.
Rather abruptly and in a strange spot. Did you skydrop?
Yeah, sure.
You really don't have a plan, do you?
We have found, over our short lifetime of missions, it's better to have a vague plan than a solid plan, because when things go to hell, when you have a solid plan, you rely more on the plan than you are your own wits, and it's a lot harder to ad-lib.
Not much a fan of ad-libbing myself. And looks over to Kizma. The dwarf doesn't talk much, does she?
She's having a very rough day.
She's even newer than us.
Gives all of you the side eye, like, really? She doesn't look at... Anyway. Strange folk. Well then, where are you stationed?
Stationed?
If you don't have a place to stay, the apartment under this one happens to be free.
Yeah, we don't.
Then we're stationed right below you then.
We just dropped, like, literally got to Londinium.
Thanks for the tip. Who do we get hold of to acquire this residence?
And if you haven't got any proper paperwork, you better have a lot of money, or just not ask permission.
I think I have, like, 5,000 yuan.
I also have 5,000.
I don't have that much.
Do you say this out loud?
No.
No.
Okay.
No.
Well, would it be a landlord technically that would own the apartment complex, or I guess
Maybe.
What kind of paperwork do we need? I have some ID.
The overseer of this block will need to see your proper identification.
and where's
If it's not proper, it better at least hold up.
and where's the overseer now?
The overseer is in the main building in the corner.
Well then, looks like I look over to Commander.
I am commander once again. No!
Really just a lieutenant right now. Sarge.
If you want, I can go look about inquiring the apartment below.
I mean, if you've got what is needed to acquire it, great. If not, you can always ask forgiveness later.
What's the rating on your fake ID?
I have fake IDs are 5.
Oh dang, you should go.
I don't have one.
You have no rank or serial number.
Okay. I got a rating 3 ID with some rating 2 things on it, but yeah, sounds like Memphis. You're gonna go and you're gonna get us a place to stay.
Key places to stay. It's tight.
Yeah.
Yes, it is going to be tight with the 4 of us.
Yep.
Pretty soon there'll be more of us.
Well, I'd offer to stay up here, but I'm a little tight for space myself. At that point, there's like a jingling outside the door, and is the door open? And the door swings open, and you see,
The old man from Scene 24.
as well as, it is like the older hunched over man who's kind of hunched over, and next to him is this similarly aged older troll woman who kind of has her arm around his. There. Oh,
I'm
Oh,
sorry
yeah.
for your car.
you have
Don't
visitors.
say anything. Don't say anything.
You have visitors, Beth and I. And the old man at this point is just kind of. This is quite an ordeal. Quite an ordeal.
Yeah, so it's like,
There's
but
no
like
way we're
when
gonna
I
hide.
well, I guess I don't know. Would I have heard the voice over the comms talking when I was talking to them? Like, would I have any context? For
You
them?
would have seen this guy.
Oh.
He was outside the car.
Okay, but I would be like under my breath to both everyone who was in the other car. Don't you dare say a word. He is an old man. He might not recognize you.
At this point, he looks up, kind of squints as he looks over all of you. And his eyes go wide. Oh, I'm so glad to see you're all safe. And just kind of shuffles
Same
over.
for you.
And he pats each of you on the arm.
I'm really sorry about the situation.
It's fine. Can I offer you a hard candy?
Thank you.
Very nice. Can you retrieve the hard candies? And she appears rather confused, but nods and dutifully heads over to the kitchen. The older troll woman is like, "So you're friends of my Sam, then, are you?"
Yes, we met him just recently, actually.
Yes, we ran into each other, you might say.
Oh, good one. And you said Sam?
Yeah.
Alright.
Oh. Mean Game Master is mean. You're so mean.
It was a critical glitch. What am I gonna do? Anyway, but they're super friendly old folks, and they're just welcoming you into their home.
What's the lady's name then?
Dana? It comes out. Her name is.
And Sam's human and Dana's another troll.
Yep.
She's elderly as well.
Yep.
And they seem to be mechanized parental units.
They're serving in that capacity anyway. She seems rather young for them to be her parents, unless they started real late.
Oh boy.
And each of you gets a hard candy.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Is he good?
Hey, it's like old person pocket hard candy. It's
Okay.
it's
Werther's original?
Yeah, kind of that sort of thing.
Okay.
I stealthily hand mine to because you're in this system. It's an orc.
I'm an orc.
So you're kind of chipmunking a couple of the hard candies.
I probably can put them both in my mouth and no one will even notice there's anything in there.
Yep.
Just suck on them for the next...
So if they
Hour.
punches you in the face, then you got bludgeoning damage to the fist, right?
Exactly.
Hard candy defense.
Right.
But they invite you to stay, sit down. They were gonna watch a program on the telly, and
Well, that's very kind of you. But I'm gonna go. My compatriots can stay, but I'm gonna go see about getting the apartment right below.
oh, yes, that then you're gonna be our neighbors then.
At least your downstairs neighbors, yes.
Well,
Actually,
all neighbors is so welcome, so welcome.
what do you know about this here landlord?
Oh, the overseer of
The overseer, yeah.
the block then, well, he's not incredibly, he's a bit of a, he's unpleasant is what he is, you might say.
Okay. Any recommendations? on-
Sorry for my language, but I'm sorry, I cannot, he's unpleasant.
That's all right. Any recommendations on how to approach him for getting the apartment down below?
Sam. Well, I suppose, you might tell him you know us. We're not incredibly, we're not, he doesn't like us. Sorry to say it, but...
So maybe I shouldn't recommend that to you guys.
Man like him doesn't really like much of anyone, so...
I say he's just, sounds like a jerk. Pardon my language.
I'll sit down
sorry.
after that one.
I'll let you go watch the telly.
Oh, it's the program's going to be on soon.
Well, I'll be right back then. Unless either add a motion towards my party, either of you would like to join me. I'm going to go head out to go talk to the overseer.
I probably shouldn't. I'll just make things worse.
Okay.
I don't know. Should I go to make sure he doesn't get into any trouble?
That sounds like a good idea.
You're gonna be not getting in trouble here.
I will do my best.
Okay. Sit there and do nothing.
Sit down, watch the telly, eat hard candy. You're good at that. And then I'll go turn around and make my way towards the door.
Harump.
And I looked at Kizma.
Yeah? What can I do?
Are you up to figuring out how to use your new tech?
She gives a slow nod and reaches for another hard candy. Yeah.
Make sure you take off the wrapper next time.
Somehow I feel like the hard candy is taking precedence over learning how to
No.
not
I
die.
can multitask. I got this.
I give her a solid look. Can I do an intuition check?
Sure.
I just want to make sure.
What are you attempting to intuit?
I want to make sure she's not just telling me things. I want to make sure she's not just telling me things, but also that she's like actually okay.
Sorry.
Because Big Sister actually does care, even if she's
Whoa.
kind of gruff about it.
You are a Richie. A Reggie.
So that would just be an intuition? Just intuition?
There's judge intentions.
Sure, we'll go with that.
Okay. That's better.
Out of curiosity, while Rachel's rolling that, what's the program on the telly?
Sure, we'll roll for that.
Just out of curiosity for funsies.
4
So you-
hits.
All right.
Nice.
4 hits. Yeah, definitely. You're able to get a good sense. But first off, I'm looking up.
The important stuff.
Last of the summer wine.
No. Is it Red Dwarf?
Oh, I feel like this is old people way in the future.
That's true. But it might, like, I'm just thinking because that's supposed to be this older show that's supposed to show what the future is supposed to look like. So
All right,
it's
here we
like
go.
They're
an
watching
extra
Dr.
layer
Who.
of comedy.
Here we go. 100 best British TV shows. I'm going to roll a D100.
Oh my.
It's the Great British Baking Show.
3.
Oh.
What is it?
Oh, what
It
is
is
it?
Doctor Who. That's
Yes.
perfect. It's so perfect. All right, so it turns on. Oh, I like this one. And, yeah.
Probably turned way loud.
Yeah.
While they're doing that, pretty much the instant Sahin is out the door, I'm going to get up from where I was seated, and I'm going to go talk to Beth and I, and kind of like...
Beth and I, or
Veth and I with a V.
Beth and I.
All right, but first off,
but hold on.
Sahin,
Yes.
as you're gauging your sister's current mental state, Kizma's had a moment to pull it together, like the relative
Okay.
calm of the
pulling
nice,
she's pulling it together.
yeah, the
Okay.
nice little cozy apartment, the nice old people, the hard candies. She's like, okay, maybe it's not so awful. We'll just do what we came here to do and get out. I can get back to being myself.
Okay, so she is doing okay.
Better, anyway.
Okay, and will she actually?
She's gonna try.
Okay. As I'm leaving, I was like, I lean over to her and say, "You could ask Beth and I."
For what?
Come up with a story. You're good at talking.
Not really.
I didn't say you were good at saying the right things at the right time, but you're good at talking.
Fine. Think of something.
It's a thought.
Meanwhile, Beth and I is over in the kitchen getting snacks ready for watching Doctor Who on the telly. And
So in a quieter voice that the old people can't overhear over the television.
before you say anything, she just folds her arms as you approach. So you ran into my grandfather, eh?
Yeah,
Point fingers at Memphis.
I wasn't driving.
That's the person who's not in the room.
The I'm not here fairy.
We're really sorry about that.
Just say it's fortunate nothing worse came to pass. Otherwise our alliance might not have ended so well for all of you.
Yeah. Speaking of that, are your grandparents in on the situation?
They think I run a particularly clandestine school club.
Okay. I will make sure to keep that on the down low then.
Sure that you do.
Yeah. Sorry. I'm gonna go back and sit down now.
It's technically not a lie, she says as you're heading away.
I'm curious. I'm going to turn around and come back and... School club.
It's a special school program that unites youth of the city that wish to see a turn of fortune. We merely redirected our efforts that, well, perhaps in a way that was not originally intended.
Like a social justice club that got really socially justiced.
But more about infiltration and sabotage, subterfuge, that sort of thing.
I think they call that affirmative action.
I don't think they do.
Oh. I must be thinking of something else. Oh no, direct action. That's what it is.
I would think so, yeah.
Alright. Should Should we be part of this club?
Well, you don't attend my school, so I don't think.
Exchange students? Is this like is this a high school? It's a college?
How old do
University?
you think I am?
How old do I think she is?
Oh, she looks late teens, early 20s.
I don't know, about my age.
Honestly, I have no idea how old you are, so fine.
Alright, yeah. Alright, I'm gonna go sit down and watch this Drew, whatever it is.
Kind of points to the television. By the way, that's affirmative action. And you just see the lady doctor. Anyway.
I'm gonna go sit down and eat my hard candies. And at some point, when it's a particularly loud moment, I'm going to lean over to Kisba and say that
Make sure you keep our real agenda away from the old people.
Okay. So they're not like really nice old people leaders of resistance kind of thing?
No, they're not.
That old cliche?
Yeah, they're subverting that trope.
So you guys were headed to the overseer?
Before we go over there,
Yeah.
once we're outside the door, I'm just going to turn to Saheen and say, "So, Saheen, considering that we need to have like proper IDs and papers and stuff, I have mine. Do you have yours?"
You know, I never got that memo. I don't have them, so I'm gonna wait out here.
Okay, because it would look probably kind of weird if you didn't have ID. So-
I figured. I'm just here to keep an eye on you.
Well, I appreciate that, and thank you very much for keeping an eye on me. Boss. Turn around and then go to the floor below so I can actually see what number is the apartment that's free. So that way I can actually go up to the overseer and say, "Hey, I heard that apartment blah 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 blah." is free."
Well, if we were on like the third floor, we'll say that was 21C and you're on
Wait.
21B.
this is in the UK, so the third floor is actually the fourth floor.
That's correct.
Wait, what?
Yep.
There's ground floor, and then the floor above that is the first floor.
Oh.
Wait, so for the third floor would be the second floor then?
Correct.
So yeah, you'll be on the first floor even though it's the second floor.
Alright. So, cool. Did I ever get I never got the overseer's name. I just noticed I know as the overseer, I guess, huh? They never
Oh
gave
yeah,
me
he
his
was
name.
Overseer Worthington.
Worthington? Worthington. Alright, I'll go ahead and make my way to his office.
Alright. You head over there. It's the corner building. It's just all to itself. There's various degrees of posh paraphernalia just kind of strewn about. You're kind of getting this sense from the way the old folks with the nice old folks with the hard candy were talking about this guy. He probably finds a way to extract what is due him, even if it's not just straight up money. So he's probably confiscated numerous, family heirlooms, items, what have you, and just kind of he's sitting on a bit of a dragon sword here.
Since I did my research and I know that there is dragons in this world, do I get the impression that maybe he might be a dragon?
You arrive, and you had not been notified of his species.
Right.
As you arrive, though, it's a relatively slender, actually, dwarf.
Oh,
Very, like, not even long beard, but just kind of spindly, just all sorts of wild, unkempt beard, and slightly balding, and he's just kind of appears to be going over various inventory, counting something at the front desk, and as you arrive, he just looks up. Yes, can I help you?
Yes, actually, I'm looking to acquire an apartment. I hear that there's one available, and I'm related to the one, whatever building whatever building it is that I came from.
You're gonna take that room, huh?
Why? Is there something wrong with it?
No.
But yes, I would like to acquire that room, if it is still available, of course.
Well, there's flat rate, no negotiations. Just slides the card reader across the table.
Is it just for me like the swipe, or is there actually?
Mhm.
Oh, well, of course, I'm sure there's paperwork involved. I like to see what I'm signing up for.
Yes, of course.
I'm just gonna stand there and wait for the paperwork to come up.
Slowly reaches under the desk. Kind of looks through a few different papers that, while they're still out of the view, and brings one of them up and slides it across the desk.
I like to look and read all the fine print as well.
All right. Does appear that it's the entirety of the document appears to be dedicated to exonerating him of any repairs, crimes that are committed on the premises. Basically, he takes no responsibility for that.
Okay.
The part
While
you
I'm
were going
looking
to
at it with my contacts, I don't know if I can do this with ImageLink or SmartLink, but I like to take a picture of the paperwork that I'm looking at, so that I have a recording of what I'm signing.
Mhm.
And then, of course, flip it over and make sure there's nothing on the other side.
You are at fault for everything and anything that happens in this
Okay, I
apartment.
take another picture. It's like, well, I see you very clearly say your terms and conditions.
Adjusts like the appraiser's monocle
Right.
kind of thing. And I like to cover all of my bases.
Certainly, I like to cover all mine too. Thanks for being upfront. I'll go ahead and flip it back over and then go ahead and sign it as a Memphis McDonald. I guess I have to sign it, right?
Mhm.
Yeah. Do I also get a copy, or is this all for you?
I can acquire you a copy. Slowly takes the paper back, slides it into a photo like this old ancient photocopier that's like.
Also, you never mentioned how much is this apartment.
No, I didn't. Finishes printing out the
I guess
Copy.
I have to talk now. So how much is the apartment?
a fair price.
Which being,
Do you want it or not?
I would like it, but I also like to know how much I'm paying.
Someone else will take it if you don't. And just takes the paperwork back.
I'm just going to kind of look at him and just, with my influence and etiquette skill,
Mhm.
just politely ask. Normally in business transactions, it's proper to know how much you're paying up front. Also, if this is a monthly expense or weekly or daily or whatever, or possibly even yearly, or throughout the millennia am I paying, or how much?
You want a concrete number?
Certainly. How much is fair?
Okay. He appears to try to size you up and down and see if he can grasp how well to do you are. He gets a bit of whiplash going up and down that fast. But you know what? I like you. Why don't you go ahead and name your price?
So I would know probably that the medium living expense is 5,000,
Mhm.
right? I'll go.
It's not medium.
I don't know.
Pretty sure
Would
this
I
is
have
a
an
medium.
idea of what range this is in Shadowrun world?
It is pretty lousy, but for people who need to live in this area, this is what there is, so he can probably overcharge.
Right.
If I remember, poor is 500
Mhm.
and medium is 2,000.
Medium is 5.
5, yeah.
5,000?
Mhm.
Yep, that's what I had put
So what's-
originally.
There was one that was in between those two.
If I can turn it right.
Is it-
Low, medium? I don't know.
There's the streets and all that. Yeah, where are you? I know it's here. I'm going to go right past it. I go past it all the time. All right, here we go. So there's street, obviously free.
Mhm.
There's squatter, which is 500. There's low, which is 2,000, and then there's middle, which is 5,000. I'm guessing this is more low.
It's probably lowish.
I'll go ahead. Well, since I also like you,
Mm.
we'll just call it 5,000.
Done!
That's what I was going to do anyway. So.
3 shillings. Oh, I forget the name.
Right.
Welcome to Port Royal, Mr. Smith.
And is that a monthly fee? Okay.
On the other hand, he is not going to cause you any trouble.
And also, as far as you know, I'm the only one living there.
Right.
But he got a glitch on trying to assess how well to do you were, so it was just like, you name a price.
Oh, cool. Well, that's how many I saved away originally, so I still have 2,015 left,
okay.
so I'm good.
Right. So, if I remember reading the rules. When you have a bunch of people living in one spot, one person pays the full price and everybody else pays half price. But if it's technically poor conditions, half price is 1,000, not 2,500.
Technically, you guys could even be classified as squatters.
Oh, okay.
He's paying the price and we just squat.
Right. Like, okay, that makes sense. But I mean, I want to eat better than squatters. There's a lot of work to maintain here.
Be sure to tell me if there's anything you need. It'll be a good laugh.
Certainly.
This guy's horrible. I don't like him.
And now, do I know if these require a key or anything like that, or what? These doors that go into the apartment?
I mean, there was a lock on it.
So, am I going to get a key then? Or?
Yeah, just fishing, see if you can find it. He finds it. Fishes it out. There you are. Tosses
You
it
want
over.
to roll it and catch our ghost?
No.
No, my gosh, you can't. How can I even hold?
My long, slender fingers, I'm a slender man.
Right. Well, no, it's like I miss it with my hand, but then one of my tentacles just.
No.
I think Slenderman has tentacles. Anyway, well, pleasure doing business with you, Overseer Worthington, and then I'll go ahead, enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll go ahead and make my way out.
I will.
And then, make my way back over to the apartment where they're all at. Well,
Yep.
I'm guessing that's where they're at.
Well, I'm still waiting outside.
Well, the imbecile did it. Here you go. I hold up the key.
All right,
And I
let's
go put it in
go.
my pocket.
Yeah, well, who's about to do it too, so you should hold up and wait.
I'm sorry, what?
No, who?
Who's who?
Yes.
Who's on first?
Who
No.
knew?
I'm very confused. What's going on?
That's who.
I point at the screen.
There's a lot of frantic pointing of the sonic screwdriver.
I don't understand this stuff, but okay. Anyway, we got the apartment downstairs. They're, how do you say it again?
Veth and I.
Vess and I. So we'll go set up shop down there.
All right, and I'll be by later to discuss our project.
Certainly.
Sounds good. Let's go.
Nice to meet you again, Sam and Dana.
Or stop by any time.
Certainly. Enjoy your program.
Always welcome.
So once we're down in our room, I'm going to explain to my 3 compatriots about Vethanai's school project that turned into a direct action project, and also that, yeah, definitely she is not happy about the fact that we ran into her grandparents.
Well, I mean,
So,
Well, at least he's easygoing.
yeah, before we leave town, we're going to have to do something nice for these guys to make up for that.
certainly.
Maybe if we buy them a new car, we can take the old car with us back to the lodge.
It's not a half bad idea.
Was it like an actual like British motoring MG type car?
Sure.
Yes!
Is it a Morgan?
Ooh, a Morgan would be so cool!
Also, Yoshi, I don't know how you're planning to acquire another vehicle, but I'm a little strapped for cash now.
Yeah, I'm not. I only have like 1,100 myself.
I have 5,000.
Well, you're loaded. Anyway. I guess-
Kismet just kind of
Which,
reaches into a pouch at her side. I got some sort of voucher that says I got 20K.
Wow.
Wait.
That's a lot of money.
that's a lot.
Apparently I focused on that instead of the right form. But, well, okay.
Dang. I feel like I did something wrong here.
I want to
You feel like you did
point
something
out
wrong.
There is something in the starting rules that say if you have more than, I think, than 5,000 nuyen, you
do have to
have
spend
to
it
go
down,
back
right?
and spend it.
I basically kept 5,000 off to the side because I knew I had to
Just for the
Because
apartment.
your lifestyle,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Got it.
And obviously,
Okay.
since I couldn't say I already had it, I put it off to the side. So technically, I only have 2,000.
Okay, that makes
yeah.
more sense now,
Yeah.
because when you said that, I was like, wait a second, that's the reason I only have 5,000.
I have 1,165 after spending a bunch of karma to get a whole bunch more money, and I'm living on the streets.
No,
Well,
you're in a
my
I mean, I have an apartment, but-
casa.
That is, I had allocated 0 nuyen to my lifestyle. So,
What can I say except you're welcome? Anyway, let's go ahead and I guess claim rooms, or is there just how many rooms?
You head downstairs and open the apartment. The door sticks at first. You have to put your shoulder into it, and your spindly little shoulder is like, oh, ow. And
That hurt.
Do you need me to get that for you?
No, I don't want you to chop the door in half.
That's a fair objection, actually.
you manage to muscle the door open. Just like a blank canvas of a living space that's basically just, decrepit living area, decrepit kitchen area.
is it all furnished?
No.
Okay.
Well, I suppose all that camping is going to be put to good use.
True.
It looks like a dog has gnawed on like the corner of the kitchen cabinets, and like carpet is like peeled back in some places and ripped in others, and all sorts of graffiti along the walls. It's just
I've not seen that word before. Huh.
It's like living in an art museum.
I'll like your positive attitude.
windows cracked, etc. You know the drill.
So is it like a studio, or is it...
It is. It could optimistically be called a studio apartment.
Okay. So literally, when we all find places to sleep on the floor, it pretty much takes up all the available floor space?
Pretty much.
Sorry I take up so much space. I'm bigger than I used to be.
I'm like,
By a lot.
Yeah, by quite a bit.
I find the cleanest portion of the carpet.
Okay.
I know it's not going to be that clean.
I go claim a space that fits my very nimble frame.
You just fold them and put them in a closet.
Right.
Like a B1 battle droid.
I'm imagining like a Wallaluigi type character, super tall and thin, and just like gangly.
Waluigi?
Waluigi, yes, that's the long thin one, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
You said Waluigi or something?
I want a
I
Hakalugi.
Yeah, that's where my mind went.
apparently I
Welcome you to Mount Uanahagalugi.
apparently that's how I pronounce it.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Alright.
sorry, dear reader.
As you all situated your
Dear
various...
I am going to be inclusionist to people who may be reading the transcript.
That's dedication.
Ooh, I gotta make transcripts now.
Yeah, text to speech, speech
Okay.
to text, whatever direction it goes these
Yeah.
days. Because both
So,
directions.
as you've all situated yourselves in this, like the tiny little light in the corner. That's like one of the light bulbs is busted. The other one's kind of.
Out of curiosity, is there? I'm guessing we're gonna have to go get food.
If you want food,
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Take that in mind. Anyway, I'm sorry. You were gonna say it.
you didn't get
Yeah.
enough food with your hard candies.
Well, I mean that's some substance.
Sounds like a missed opportunity.
Ah.
But you all get situated, and there's a knock on the door from Beth and I. Hello?
Hello. And I go open up the door.
Ding! Sticks again. You yank it open. Well, good to see you've all got situated. Just kind of walks over and heaves herself up on the kitchenette counter.
Yeah,
So then-
that seems kind of hazardous, actually.
Oh, the floor seems largely taken.
Well, okay. I hope the cabinets survive. Not
You calling me
anything-
fat?
No, I'm saying the cabinets are
You
not.
might want to close your mouth while you're not that far in.
I'll
Yeah.
stop talking now.
Thank you. So, here's the deal. Got a handful of operatives who are free for a potential hit. And I like your bold stance of heading directly for Lioness.
So are we heading towards the island then, or?
Come tomorrow. And the right free period for school when we gather for extracurricular activities.
Certainly. Gotta stay up with your studies, I look over at see.
Seems to be working just fine for me with that.
So then, you all seem to be rather adept at acquiring vehicles. How are you at acquiring seafaring vessels?
I
First
think
time. Oh,
yeah, we could probably make that happen.
there's a first time for everything.
I pull out my auto figure. I got this.
Those are some very varied answers. So make for an interesting excursion, I think.
It's always interesting with these two along.
Tell you what,
Speak for yourself.
after today I'll be needing you to prove yourselves anyway, so acquire a vessel and contact me when you do.
Certainly.
Meaning by tomorrow at the proper time.
2:15 in the afternoon.
Okay.
All goes according to plan, we'll be back in time for tea.
I believe we will need, I think you just called a cell phone number.
Yeah, alright. Gives you a number.
Hey, I just met you.
Old man style, like,
no,
Yeah.
punch and peck on my little keyboard into my little Stony Emperor.
Yeah. Well then, here's we've got everything situated. And if we could be back in time for tea, Grant hates it when you miss it.
Certainly.
Do our very best.
No, Stolly. And good evening then. Walks out and tries to shut the door behind her, kind of bounces,
I'm gonna go.
slam the door.
At least we have like a safety mechanism that way.
Yeah. Also, I want to point out that you're not necessarily more competent than us. We just had a bad day. So maybe tone it down a little. Please.
Like practice compassion
Okay.
or something.
So here's the thing: you're always down on me about this whole not going to school thing.
I thought
I
this,
for once have the upper hand.
I was
I'm gonna take it.
alright, fine. But like, we were mostly joking at this point. I can't do that voice very well.
Yeah!
Well,
There's honestly at this point no hard feelings. I'm just
Yeah, okay, then
you done messed up today. That's all.
fair.
just feel like the happening thing. What? No.
No one's charisma's that high, bud.
Right.
You are not Mark Wahlberg.
Well, I'm gonna go, if that's alright with you, boss, to go out and grab some grub and also figure out where in. Alright, now just to clarify, I've heard it 3 different ways now. There's London, there's Londinium, and there's London. Which one are we in?
I think they all mean the same thing.
Right. Okay. Might be able to figure out where exactly the dock's away from where we're at. So I'll be out to go shopping and maybe procure a map of the city.
I think I'll go with you.
Okay.
I'm hungry, alright.
Well, no, nothing against that, bro.
Well, I mean, can we order take out?
You like room service?
No, there's this thing where like you call somebody and you say, give me some food, and they bring the food to you. I think we
The
can
grab hub.
The Grab Hub. Oh yeah, I remember. The
grab
Grab
a,
Hub.
but then like Pizza Hut joints and
Yeah.
what's it? I think you can get curry in England.
You saw at least 5 different pubs in the neighborhood, but okay.
Well, I mean, also, I know some good pubs. I have knowledge London pubs.
Yeah,
Do you now?
you marked each one of them as you were coming in. It's like, ooh, Dad.
No, actually, that's
Yeah.
my knowledge.
Yeah.
Well, I'm interested.
So,
Do it.
Shall we just go to a pub?
I don't want to eat here.
No, me neither.
Skittering in every corner.
Let's go to a pub before they close and kick the miners out or whatever they do.
Well,
also,
Wait, are we miners?
we don't look
well,
like
no,
miners, I don't
I'm
think.
an elf, but whatever.
I don't know how old I am,
Also,
Neither
if
do
we're going
I.
to go in a pub, they're going to probably ID you.
but that's why I have to go soon so they don't bother. If we go late, then they'll check IDs.
What?
Out of character.
Yeah.
If you can walk into like a bar
Right.
before 7 o'clock, whenever it is, and just order some food, and they won't bother unless you
before
buy
like, the
alcohol.
happy hour.
But if you go in like 10 o'clock at night, then they start saying, "Hey, no minors after this point in time,"
Right.
and then they'll card you at the door.
Got it.
But I thought most places will card you anyways.
If you ask for a drink.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So as long as you don't order alcohol, then you should be good.
Sorry,
Or the Russian
you're
wine.
talking to a teetotaler here.
Well then, let's go.
All right.
To the pub.
You head down to one of the nearby pubs. What's it called?
I feel like it should play off the Lucky Cricket. I don't know how.
Game Master?
Crickets aren't particularly English, though.
Yeah.
Right.
The Cicada's Fortune.
No, cricket is English.
Right.
The cricket bat.
Hey!
Oh!
Yep.
I like it.
Cricket bat.
So you guys head to the nearby pub, the Cricket Bat. As you head inside, the few of the patrons are, enjoying their meals or playing one of the games. There's a darts and billiards going on, and you walk in. You're offered various items on the menu. There's soups and fish and chips, and
I'm gonna go with fish and chips.
that's a good choice.
Thank you.
Out of curiosity, Kyle has no idea what this, but would Memphis, with all his study, know what this would whatever it, for the triplets that asked for the haggis?
Haggis.
What exactly is that? I have no idea.
It is unpleasant.
Oh!
Take all the parts of a sheep that you wouldn't want to eat and eat them.
And shove it in the bladder.
Okay. Memphis having well, actually, would
You
Memphis
cook it
know
in
what
the
that is,
bladder,
or
right?
with the research that he did, or not?
Sure.
Okay. Well, knowing that, he's not going to order it, but he's going to keep it in mind that this place has it, so when he's about to leave, he can go pick some up for the triplets, because they asked for it.
Well, we'll see if they have it here.
Okay.
One intergalactic
Sure.
order of haggis to go, please.
Yeah.
Sure, they at least have it for the...
Weird
The-
Scotsman
yeah.
on tour.
Yeah.
Alright, but I'll also, though, order the fish, or, because that's kind of, you can never go wrong with fish.
It's pretty English.
Yeah. So,
Every pub says they've got the best fish and chips, but we really do.
well, that's good to know then.
How good is it?
It's pretty good fish and chips.
All right.
You don't know if it's the best that's out there, but it's the best fish and chips you've had.
Yeah, that's probably true.
I'll do the fish and chips.
Not a
as
lot
well.
of fish and chips on Venus.
Yeah.
I mean, I probably had something akin to it, maybe, in
Well,
the
probably.
party.
But yeah, this is probably a novelty to you guys, where you can salt and deep fry potatoes until they're unrecognizable and just crisp them.
What's
And
taters?
yeah,
Game Master.
it's just like, oh, this is so unhealthy.
You mean
Nom, 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 nom.
tatters? What are tatters?
Tatters.
Oh.
As you're all digging in, Kizma's still got the visor up and is looking around like her. It looks like she's got the visor over her eyes and she's doing like a rapid eye movement during sleep. She's just like looking around from behind the visor. Appears to be trying to figure something out. And as you all sit back from your meal, just kind of feeling gross and greasy and bloated from all the salt, she speaks up. Okay, so what kind of ship do we want?
Well, probably one that can fit us.
And an unknown amount of other people.
Okay.
So let's go for something that can fit like 15 people or so.
Well, if we go too big, then it's not going to be very fast. I'm looking at all the big ships moving, and it's slow. We're not going to be back in time for tea.
Oh, but we gotta be back in time for tea.
I know.
What's the largest, fastest, if we had a Venn diagram of all the ships, fast and large, what is in the middle? What is the overlap?
It's intersect. She appears to be assessing. No, she is not finding a great candidate. It seems like it's a choice between one or the other, so...
Well, hopefully
Well-
the rest of the people, there's not a lot of them, so let's go with speed and see what we get. See what options we get.
Okay.
Although, question. I know Hideyoshi got her number, but I'm guessing we all got the number because, alright, I'll just go ahead and text. Shoot, I forgot her name again.
Color Beth.
Beth. It's going to take me a while to get the names down, and then by the time I get the names down, we're going to go somewhere else, and I have to remember all the different names. So Beth, and just ask like how big of a party are we expecting? And then do period, both sides, question mark.
The response back, it's half dozen, including me.
Okay, so we need space for like 12 people.
Well, I mean, that's
Or like
10.
10.
Half dozen is 6.
Yes.
Yep.
What's the numbers?
Logic to you guys. Apparently I'm really tired today. I don't know how things work anymore.
I go type back thanks, and then we have that. So, Kizma, we're looking for something that will fit about 10 people.
All right.
Those should be quicker than the bigger ones. Then that's not too big.
Well, I mean, nothing like whatever the ether flyer thing.
The what?
Our trip in Germany.
Star Unity or something.
Yes, the HMS Star Unity. Well done.
Star Unity was pretty big.
I mean, I never saw it, so
I saw parts of
No,
it.
you saw it.
You saw it.
Yeah, we fought in the wreckage.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Those fish and chips are messing with the brain, yo.
Okay, so we'll go for the smaller ones, I guess, that are... appear to be a lot of middle-aged men with those.
That's really strange.
Middle-aged women don't get into boats.
It appears to be younger women, mostly.
Oh, weird.
Oh boy.
You'd think the younger men would want to get in on some of that action, but strange.
Oh, well.
It's an interesting socio-economical phenomenon.
And clearly, it's the maturity and adulthoodness of these middle-aged men that these young women are attracted to. The stability of a family.
I think they're also rich, but okay.
Oh, that could help too. Wait, we're gonna get a nice boat, aren't we?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm alright with that.
So,
But just say.
hold up.
Okay.
But what's our plan here? What's our play? Are we doing this tonight? Are we gonna sleep in that crap apartment?
Maybe if we do it tonight, it'll be easier, and we can stash the boat somewhere and pull it out tomorrow when we need it.
That sounds like a good idea.
I'm all bloated from fish and chips now. We didn't think this through.
We never do.
Well, also, we didn't know how amazingly rich for the waitress to pass by these fish and chips are. So, I mean, it's my first time I ever had fish and chips. They're great, by the way.
Told you.
Well,
You know your food.
I mean, it's still kind of early in the evening, I think.
What time is it?
Early-ish is probably around 6 or 7-ish.
Yeah,
6
so
or
So we can catch a few winks, head out.
it might take us a while to get to a dock.
I am having so much trouble with this voice.
You having trouble, David?
Yes, Kyle, I
Take it lower, maybe.
Maybe I can try that. I think this is a little bit too low.
It's a bit too low.
I don't think this is
Oh,
gonna
you
work.
guys can become a team.
What?
Control Z.
Sorry, dear listener.
Wow.
Need more practice.
Well then, I guess it's back to our jolly old apartment.
Okay. Do you pay your tab?
Yes.
Yes,
All right.
like any good concerned citizen.
So what's a meal cost?
I don't know. That's all on you.
Sure, we'll call it 10 apiece.
All right.
Okay. I'm gonna leave some new yen for that.
Yes. As you all gather yourselves up and leave the cricket bat behind, you're heading back to your apartment for now.
Well, should we go inquire about getting a map? Or I'd like to, Kizma, are you going to be our map?
I mean, I can navigate us there. It's not really a map, though.
Okay. And also, just saying, if we're going to take somebody's boat and they're really rich, they're going to probably know that it's missing and have enough finances to go finance somebody to find it and hunt it down. So, is there any boats that are maybe not under the employ of? Why is Siri listening to me? Be quiet, Siri. Are there any books that I don't care, Siri?
Your personal companion is talking to you from your whatever
Don't
cellular
comes
device.
in with electronics. How do I actually suck her off?
Dunk it in water. There, that did it.
I killed it. Anyway, but Kizma, is there any boats that maybe look like they're not owned by rich people? That might work
Yeah, I guess.
Either that or we could disable tracking.
Yeah. Yeah, disable tracking boats that are up for auction or something.
I mean, there's like a whole auction block that appears to be law enforcement selling off boats for some reason.
Yes, let's go and invade the law enforcement base. No, let's not do that.
Well, here's the thing. Do we have enough money to buy a boat for no reason?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I mean, how much does a boat cost?
The cheapest one I saw in the book there was $25K.
Okay, yeah, no. Mm-mm.
I got this voucher. We'd have to go to get it redeemed somehow. I don't know how that works.
I suppose we could do that. Then we'll have a real boat.
I mean, having a boat that we don't have to worry about getting taken back to its actual real owner.
Unless somebody else decides to steal it.
That's a fair point.
I certainly do hope that you'll have a van.
Yeah. Well, what about this? We buy a boat. If it's a nice boat, we sleep on the boat. Then no one can steal it because we're sleeping on it.
So you mean to tell me
Yeah.
that you could have told me this
Yeah.
before I got the apartment?
We didn't know about the boat situation, alright? Only one... Sorry, man.
You don't like my apartment, that's what's going on.
You can sleep in the apartment. By all means, sleep in the apartment. We'll sleep on the boat.
It's probably good to have multiple bases.
So it's not like we're getting a boat. You will probably need to go vouch for your voucher because you
I don't know. Are the banks still open at this point?
Well, I go.
I mean, why don't you look it up?
Fine.
I was going to also look it up. I'm incompetent with this, so I don't know
You
how
don't-
well it does.
No, you are not touching any. You're not going near any computers,
I just pull out my
any electronics.
Comlink and look at that. It's a computer.
As Kizma is looking around the various security cams across the cities. Well, it's looking like all the banks are closed.
Also,
In the auction block, what kind of pricing were you seeing in the size of boat we were looking
And if
for?
you get them from police auction, they're going to be a lot cheaper.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, what was the?
Well, it's an auction. Some of them have been selling for as much as 25,000, but some have been selling for a lot less.
just saying. The quote, Zaheen here. We didn't have our best day. We probably been noticed by the police authorities. Us walking right up to the police auction to say, "Hey, we'd like to get a boat now." Probably not going to be the best idea.
They didn't see our faces, did they?
I mean, I'm kind
Can
of
you
noticeable.
check?
I mean, I think we're all over the
Well, they've got
Who-
descriptions.
now.
How accurate are the descriptions?
Kind of looks over to Memphis. Yeah.
And we're probably like Pyro right now or something on Poop Tube, I believe.
On what now?
I think it's called Poop Tube. It's the first thing that came to my head. Sorry, Adrian, listener.
I think you're confusing. I think you get your streams crossed there.
Oh,
It's YouTube.
YouTube.
Yeah.
YouTube.
YouTube. Yeah. Oh, we're trending on YouTube.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful day.
We're so sorry, dear listeners.
So, what if in the morning I went to the bank, got the money, gave the money to Sahin. Sahin went to the auction.
That sounds like a good idea.
Am I the only one they don't have a good description of?
Basically, apparently there was another elf involved, but that's as much as appears to be going around.
Okay.
Sounds like a
That's,
plan.
that's the best we got.
All right.
Is there maybe one of the two of us who's not Memphis who is generic enough that they won't be recognized from their description?
I mean, probably. Well, there was definitely a report of an orc and a dwarf, and apparently that stuck with people rather well because they don't usually see an orc toting around dwarves.
Ah.
So the one of us who's least conspicuous appears to be Sahin.
Except if you come without the orc.
Awesome. Another kick to the plan. Sahin doesn't have ID.
Maybe we should get Vathanite to help us out on this one.
She's gonna be in school.
This is a problem.
So I guess I'm gonna kind of get closer to the group because we're walking around now.
Sure.
Looks like we might need to go hygiene a boat,
Hijink.
Love it.
as the kids say.
Change approved.
Oh man.
Yeah. Yeah, let's just hijink a boat.
Where are we gonna hijink it from?
Well, imagine a dock. Just saying.
Well, I understand that, Memphis. I'm trying to say, are we going to steal one from the police auction? Are we going to steal one from a rich, middle-aged man?
I would not recommend stealing one from the police auction. They probably have like lights and cameras and people with guns.
Lights, camera, action!
Lots of action. Not ending well for us.
Come on, lad.
I'm up for exploring. I'm willing to walk by the docks right now and check it out.
Let's go for a walk.
Alright.
Yeah, as you start walking down over towards the docks, it's a bit of a walk. Probably going to take an hour or so.
How's public transport looking?
It exists.
Do they have like
Would it be faster
Black
for us
cabs.
to walk?
No.
Okay.
It's just unpleasant.
We will deal with the unpleasantness, or
Yeah.
I figure.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, it'll be 7-ish when we get
also,
there.
should we technically be walking in like a group, considering that us three are all known to be together?
Why don't we just go get the van?
I mean, we could.
Let's get the van.
Alright. Go back to find the van. Is the
Alright.
van still there?
The van is still there. It looks like a few people have tried to jimmy the lock somehow, but they're not incredibly proficient.
Yeah,
Alright, and I'm guessing I have to jimmy the lock myself because we don't
Of the
actually have a
vehicle?
key.
Yeah, but you rolled well enough before, sure. You know your way around this lock and just
Okay.
pop it open, and everyone piles in, and you drive down to the docks faster that way, and do the drive by, peering out the windows, and yeah, it's much like Kizma described. It appears as though there are numerous boats, small sailing boats, things with outboard motors, things with built-in motors, fancy
At our
boats.
drive-by, what are we seeing that best fits seating the 10 people we need?
Yeah.
Let's visit the book,
we need.
the source book.
I believe I saw one in there. The GMC Riviera is 8 people. That was the biggest one in the list.
So unless you're going passenger liner, it's going to be a tight squeeze.
Yeah. I think we'd want something like that, but just a little bit bigger.
If at all possible.
Which, that is an expensive boat. That one's 113,000 yen.
All right.
That's what we're looking for.
Something
Okay.
along those lines. And if we can make it one that's not particularly conspicuous, that'd be great.
All right. Go ahead and scour the docks with your perceptiveness.
Okay. Shall we make this one of them their teamwork tests?
Sure.
Because I don't have particularly good
I have-
intuition or logic.
4 perception, 5 intuition, so I would be rolling 9 die.
I'm rolling 6 die, so I'm going to do that and pass off my successes
I'm
to some
also rolling 6.
hits. Oh no.
There's very few hits.
That's 0 hits.
Let me roll first.
What?
Is that a glitch?
No, it's not a glitch. Only 2
Oh.
ones. Ooh.
Oh! Your
Good perception.
best roll of the night
You
for
get
you.
4 extra dice.
Oh, I get 4 extra dice on top of my 9?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, sure. Kizmo will help out as well. Not incredibly perceptive, but she does better than Hideyoshi.
Shut up.
That's another 4.
Another 4 die?
Another 4 die.
Oh my goodness.
I got all my kink rolls out at the beginning.
That's,
I think, so that's 8 and 9, so I'm rolling 17?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let me make sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8,
Critical
9,
glitch.
10, 11,
Critical
12,
glitch.
13, 14, 15, 16,
That'd be
17.
pretty
Okay.
impressive.
Well, it wouldn't be impressive. We'll see.
good luck. Get them hits. Ha! No glitch for you.
Fine.
See, that's a lot of success. There's a lot of
Yes,
success.
that's a lot of success. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8.
All
8
right.
hits.
Okay, then. Yeah, you're able to locate not only the make and model of the kind of vessel you're looking for, but as you've taken enough, it's getting to be about 9 o'clock in the evening at this point. The lights are low, and like the strobes are still running across to try to keep some level of security in the area.
Like there are drones flying around? Or just like the street lamp type things?
Yeah, but
Okay.
more like mounted strobe light kind of things to sweep over the.
Okay, those.
And you locate a vessel that looks promising. It's sure, I'll build a whole narrative around this. It looks like this was a boat that belonged to one of the middle-aged gentlemen who was probably doing some entertaining he should not have been, and a settlement was thereupon reached for a split between himself and the missus. And she is now selling off all of his property at a very discounted price. There's just like all of this stuff kind of piled around the boat on the dock, and it's just like it's all got price tags on it, but clearly she does not care if anything stays or goes.
Okay, so I'd like to look through the stuff.
Okay.
What's the...
There's like cashmere clothing, things like that. You know, the good stuff in life is, you know, cravats, golf clubs.
Hey, this thing here is smaller than my loincloth.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, moving on.
How much does the boat cost?
Keep in mind, we don't actually have the 2,000.
No,
Or 20.
but so she's got a voucher for 20K, which, depending upon how much the boat is, we could just say, here, take this voucher. It's worth it to you as well.
So it's normally 110?
113.
113.
130. So it would be roughly... $34,000?
Okay. We still can't afford that.
But this is exactly what we're looking for. Somebody who doesn't care if it stays or goes.
We just show up and say, we'll give you 25K right now.
Or
Maybe.
or we could take the boat and leave the
Leave the cash and hope they
leave
don't
the
care.
cash and hope they don't care.
Was there actually, since I guess we're looking at the stuff on the dock, is there actually somebody there? Or
No.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is we could probably take the boat and it wouldn't matter.
There are people walking about, on their various boats here and there. But
Still only was
Is
it
there-
9
is there-
o'clock?
yeah,
Is there info for how to contact?
Yeah.
Okay. Because could we transfer the money like
How-
digitally?
How does the
Yeah.
like? You say it's a voucher for 20K? Is it just like 20K on one of those cred sticks?
do you take a closer look at it?
Sure.
Okay. Kizma hands it over to you. What would I call this?
I'm gonna have to make an electronics check.
Yeah, like electronics. Shoot, what is this?
What is electronics attached to?
Logic.
Yeah, that would make sense because you're trying to decipher
Logic
it.
of 5. Do you want some help?
assist as well? Or do the teamwork thing?
Yeah.
That's a critical glitch.
We were wanting to help. So.
Okay.
Roll my logic for him to help.
Well, he gets a critical glitch.
And
Or
depending, do I break it?
As she's handing it over to you, and you drop it off the edge of the dock.
does it float?
No.
Take off all my stuff, kind of like hide the guns under the cloak. I'll be right back. I'm gonna jump in the water and go get it.
Alright, so Ian, I think there's a new thing. I think it usually is the imbecile this time, not me.
Only this time. The last time it was you.
Yes.
I think it's hilarious that I failed a logic check and dropped something.
Yep.
All right,
It was a critical glitch.
I'm better at swimming though. All right.
But no, just for a listener, you didn't see it, but the look that Rachel gave David was fantastic. just so done.
I'm sorry.
All right.
Well, I'm the only this is the first time that I am the voice of reason
Just wait.
as Saheen.
Your time to have a critical glitch.
All right, Hideyoshi, go ahead.
It's like an athletics for swimming.
Yeah. So yeah, first go ahead and roll. Athletics for swimming, and then I guess perception to try to find it.
Kizma.
You want to use agility or strength?
Agility.
Okay.
Just kind of working your way through the water.
Kizma, just out of curiosity. Aren't cred sticks electronic?
It wasn't a cred stick.
Oh, it
it was
wasn't?
some kind of. I don't know. Apparently, it's. I'm not even sure if it's supposed to give me money or I know how this
Okay.
works.
I was curious because if it's electronic, it's probably not worth retrieving.
Well, I
Too bad
did.
he's already in there.
I did not critical glitch that time, but it was close.
Yeah,
I did get 3 success.
3 hits is enough.
3 hits. Yes.
You're swimming around. You're fully mobile within the water. Now make a perception roll.
Okay.
Tests. There are tests in Shadowrun.
Oh man, you're gonna smell like wet work when he gets back. I can only imagine what that's gonna smell like.
Just shut up and tell me where you think it went, so you can help me on this check.
He
Test.
pops up out of the water to say,
All right, so perception.
Yes.
and then-
Because this is gonna.
Nice.
"Yeah, since you guys are not in the water, it's going to be 2 hits to get him a die."
Okay.
Perception.
I got 2 hits and not quite
Okay, you're good.
a glitch.
Alright, so you give him 1 dice.
Yeah.
Nice spin.
That was an impressive spin.
Spin is in.
Okay.
That's another +1 dice. For
Sweet.
you.
Yeah.
Die! Die!
Okay, that's. Whew, I am rolling so many ones, but it's less than half.
Ooh, that was close.
So another 3 hits on that test.
3 hits will do it. You manage to fumble around, and it's like the water's not incredibly deep where you are. You manage to coil your fingers about it, and you pop up out of the water, and you got it!
Carefully set it on the dock, and then
And I'm gonna pick it up.
Yeah, at this point, as you reach out for it and you're picking it up, you're just hearing, "Is there a problem here?" You look up, there's a couple of uniformed individuals who appear to be security for the docks have patrolled about, and they're seeing what the weirdness happening here.
Okay, so I know this is probably gonna sound real crazy, but this dude
I'm sorry, alright?
dropped
I dropped it.
something important because we were we came over here and we were looking at the boat and the stuff. This is kind of like a lot of stuff that nobody seems to actually care all that much about. We were curious.
Oh, that's a nice cricket bat. He walks over and is like looking at it. The other one. Look, all right. You're technically what's the word? Loitering, I believe, is what you're doing here.
Well, we were trying to figure out how to contact the person about the stuff, like if we wanted to purchase any of this.
All right, and be about your business and be on with it.
Drench. Sorry about that.
And I pick up the cred stick or whatever it is, and I'm going to inspect.
Actually,
All right.
I would like to do a teamwork test and help you out in inspecting it. So that way I can actually see.
Inspection!
Did they turn around and wander away?
The one's still looking at the cricket bat and heads over to the console that's been set up with the
As
contact
long as they're
info.
like not paying attention to me, then I feel a little bit more comfortable picking all of my guns back up and putting them under my jacket again.
Okay.
Alright, I give you 4 dice.
Oh, nice.
I may be incompetent in electronics, but I got good logic.
Shut up.
Die.
Alright. You're not touching it.
I'm over here playing with my guns.
What would an orc call his guns?
Three hits.
We'll get back to that. You're looking over this thing, and yeah, this isn't like a cred stick. This is a voucher, like Kizma was saying. As you're looking at it, it has this name on it. It like reads the Clouds staff.
Hey, Kizma, can you do a search of the cloud staff?
Okay.
Would I know anything about the cloud staff from my reading of the books that the Nauticus gave me?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
Is that 2 words or 1?
2.
Okay.
Apparently that's some kind of lost relic that was reclaimed somehow and nobody knows who the owner is.
So meaning that anybody can reclaim this as long as they have it?
Have the voucher, I guess.
Yeah.
So wait, is it a voucher for money or it's a voucher for this cloud stick?
As you've looked over it, it's last valued at 20,000 new yen.
Oh.
Wait, so it could be more or less?
You don't know?
We don't even know what it is.
It's the Cloud staff.
But if it that's all we know. It's probably not exchangeable for a boat.
So,
No.
I guess
It's not currency.
so. I think we should stop loitering then.
we'll come back later.
And we leave the docks.
Okay. Get back in the van.
Yep.
Does the van have a name at this point? I feel like it should have a name.
I'm going to call it Hamster.
Okay.
Why?
Because Richard Hammond is called Hamster on Top Gear and Grand Tour.
I will not
Shut up.
allow the car I am driving to be called Hamster. Come up with a better name.
Turbo Hamster.
Okay.
Turbo Hamster.
Fantastic.
You guys pile in Turbo Hamster.
Yes!
And head back to the apartment complex.
Yes!
Now you know with a voucher to some weird relic that you don't know what it is. And Yeah.
Okay, well, I look at my
And
watch.
no boats.
Right, at least for now.
Yeah, what... So all we know is that this cloud theft is some relic.
Mhm.
Where is the pickup location?
It is in... Shoot, what's the... Sure, we'll say the Bank of England.
Okay.
I say maybe we check that out tomorrow.
Okay, but before or after tea?
I mean, it.
Well, I think we're trying to get the boat before tea time, so that way we can go.
I thought we established we couldn't get the boat with the thing.
But
Well,
we
not
just-
with
money.
the thing, but if we go and exchange it for the thing that was more or less valued at the 20 nuyen.
20,000.
But yeah, that's what I meant.
I think
But-
more zeros is more number for money.
I understand
But
that.
we don't even know what it is. What if it's like, I mean, it's an artifact, a relic-y thing, right? So maybe it's useful for our contest against this corporation.
So I mean, it's still. I think it's still good to look into this before we go on
A
this
boat?
mission with
Yeah.
Beth.
If it doesn't turn out to be useful, it can get us a nice boat, maybe. Okay, first thing tomorrow morning. When do banks open?
I don't know.
Hang on. Well, apparently they're closed on Mondays. Tomorrow's not Monday. I just thought I'd mention it.
What is tomorrow?
We'll keep
Tomorrow's
it in mind.
Wednesday.
Oh, okay.
No, tomorrow's a Tuesday, dear listener.
They appear to open Bank of England. Sure, I'm making the rules in this made-up world. It opens at 8 a.m.
All right.
Also, when officially is tea time?
4:30, I think.
Okay.
We could always ask Beth.
So we have a 2-hour window to do the mission, and we have to have the boats before 2:30. Okay.
We better get some sleep.
Yep.
I go fold myself up into my closet or wherever I'm at.
It's not even really a closet. It's just like an inlet.
Go lay down in my corner of the floor.
I go make sure to set my alarm and lock the door with the key.
Okay.
How dirty is the floor directly in front of the door?
It's not great, but nowhere's great.
If it's not any dirtier in front of the door than anywhere else, I'm going to lay down in front of the door.
Okay.
On the inside of the apartment, of course.
Yep. Go sleep right outside the door.
Hey, good night.
If you need anything, a pillow. All right, so you all bed, quote unquote, down for the evening. As you're all trying to catch some shut eye before the morning, Kizma just kind of nudges over to you, saying, "So this is really uncomfortable. How come I can't make it comfortable
Make what comfortable?
where I'm lying?"
Oh, I see. So, you can't. It's really, 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 really disconcerting the first time around.
But we need to sleep. I can't sleep like this.
Yeah, you'll eventually pass out.
I'm so tired, Sagine. It's been a really weird day. And that's really annoying what Hideyoshi's doing.
Yeah, that's something you'll have to get used to, too. It may not be as loud in the other ones, but this is normal.
I really thought I wanted to come on one of these adventures, but this has been really just... Everything is...
I sit up and I hug her.
Yeah, you hug your squat dwarf sister.
I essentially kind of almost pull her into my lap and just hold her.
And she does actually, like, start crying gently, just, I'm so swarthy.
I didn't even know you knew that word.
I read.
Just remember, what you look like here and now is not you.
That helps. But I really want to get back to being me, and it's only been a few hours.
Yeah, honestly, that doesn't go away. You think I want to be furry?
I mean, that seems like not really much of a negative compared to what I'm dealing with.
Yeah, but it's different. Negatives are different for everyone.
Alright.
Just remember that.
Okay. I've never stolen a boat before. That could be exciting. If we don't end up buying it with, an ancient relic, whatever it ends up being.
Yeah, that's part of the job. You have no idea how things are going to happen, but you know things need to happen.
Life outside the lodge is, this is chaotic.
Yeah, I guess this is a harder transition for you. You were always the one that followed the rules, did all the things.
Anyway, I guess I should try to sleep so I can pretend like I have some sort of claim on an ancient relic tomorrow.
Yeah, you got this.
Okay.
Now let her go.
She kind of falls still for a bit and tosses turns.
Flop on the floor and probably impromptu passed out.
At one point nudges you back awake.
Oh, what's going
tea?
on? It's leaf juice.
Okay.
Like dried leaves that get steeped in like really hot water. I don't like. Out of conversation. Have we had that? Did we have that while we were
I
in
know
Space 1899? Or
I think you had it in Rokugan.
Yeah, I know. I'm sure we've had tea before.
okay.
I'm sure I've had tea.
It's a drink with jam and bread.
Probably. I would imagine that.
You can get it in the lodge.
Yeah, you would have it at the lodge too.
Okay, that's what I thought. But the old people were asking how I took it, and I thought that you just put... Anyway. They have really bad teeth, so I'm scared.
Yeah, I think as long as you don't take tea the exact same way they have their entire lives, you're going to be just fine.
Okay. Also, I really don't like how those fish and chips are sitting.
Are you going to hurl?
I hope not. If so, I can just break a window. I tried opening it, it doesn't open.
I mean, there's
Sink.
a refresher, right?
Graciously speaking. There is a receptacle.
Oh
Okay. She tries to fall asleep again.
I pass out again.
Alright. As morning finds you all, there's various aches and pains, like wherever you could find on the old
I'm
Ready,
doing
carpet.
my normal morning yoga.
I enfold myself.
And yeah, Zaheen just sits up kind of with her head cricked to one side. Okay.
You mean Kizma?
Yeah.
What is it? That's what you mean.
Oh, okay.
Well, also,
Probably, yeah.
So do we have to get me some better clothes or what?
How is she dressed?
It's like a basic jacket, shirt, and breeches.
Oh my gosh, you girl, you need to go.
I don't know that you have to look like super well put together. I mean, I guess we could let's head to the bank and see what clientele are going in and out of it.
How common would it be in this world for like adventurers to exist and to just have these things?
Not incredibly uncommon, but it might be uncommon for a random adventurer to walk into the Bank of England and say, "I would like one ancient relic, please."
Okay. So yeah, then let's go shopping.
All right. Shopping montage ensues, and she's doing the whole walking on sunshine, walking out with the different outfits. Yes, no, yes, no, yes, girl.
Stuff, Marmar.
Ensues, yes. And while you're at the store, what's the name of the store?
Get it, girl.
Sure.
If that's the case, Hideyoshi, I would recommend maybe we just not go in.
Yeah, I was
That
gonna.
look kind of weird.
Well, how about it's a Scottish establishment? It's I get it, lassie.
I
Sure.
think I'm gonna try the English breakfast at the pub across the street.
As you make for the door and are going to head towards the pub across the street, there's a figure across the street that is just eyes staring towards you in your direction, just in a very slick, smart suit, very slender, elven gentleman, just seeing you emerge, just spins on heel and walks away.
Before he goes away, I guess I should verify whether is that for just Hideyoshi or since me and Hideyoshi will it be? Do I
If you're leaving together, you would say,
Yeah. I guess I should verify that I can actually do this before I start saying I'm doing it a lot more. Yeah. If I had the ability to, I'd like to go do the blinkety blink and go take a picture of said individual. But I'm going to make sure that I can do that actually. So, I'll double check to verify if I can do that or not, and I'll let you know here in a second.
Alright.
Excuse me.
Across the very busy street of traffic and whatnot, he's just turned about and is disappearing betwixt buildings.
Okay. An elven chap, you say?
Elven chap.
Not as tall as Memphis, though.
No one's as tall as Memphis.
Actually, speaking of which, that is a troll, and I'm probably still taller than her then.
Mhm.
Wow, okay.
Trolls are pretty huge.
Yeah, equivalent, we'll say.
Because
So-
you're taller than Hideyoshi, right?
I'm 7 foot. You're like 7'2". So she's probably
Yeah.
mid-7s.
Yep.
We're big.
So
Big
yeah,
folks.
it sounds like the smart link thing next to your gun, and then it has like a vertical ammunition, it kind of heads
Yeah,
up display for that.
That's what
Image link is basically gives you visual information, text, pictures, movies, current time, etc. Basically, it's used to go play around in AR and all that. So I'll let you determine whether or not.
It's a cool thing to do, just have
Okay.
to freeze a still image. It's
Okay,
Well-
then
should
I'll-
be easy enough.
the freeze is still image. of
Yeah,
this
because
girl.
if I remember, Image Link also allows you to project stuff out that other people who also have Image Link can
Right.
see. So you can put, so I don't see why it couldn't take
Right.
photos, so.
So just wanted to verify that with you before I actually go off and do this more often throughout the our time.
But you think you've snagged an appropriate still image of the individual and look about. You don't appear to notice anybody else and start heading off towards the nearby pub. Back inside. Oh, how quiet, lassie! Or whatever it was. Kizma walks out with her smart wardrobe, and Zaheen is like, "Yeah, you look like a rich person who would just demand stuff. Well done." And the price tag is run up. Gonna run about 800 new yen.
800? I'll pay for it.
Well, hopefully we'll get that back and then some.
I'm going to get 2 smaller sized breakfasts to go
All right.
for the ladies.
Sure, you require a healthy heapings of baked beans.
Also, Hideyoshi,
Oh, no.
just out of curiosity, did you happen to see someone across the way when we were making our way out of the whatever last store?
Yeah, I saw that elf fellow.
Okay, I was just making sure it just wasn't me, so I'm
No.
glad to hear that you also saw him.
Keep an eye out for that little guy.
Alright. Do we happen to know if this cloud, whatever mystic, is an elf thing?
I have no idea, dude.
Okay.
Alright.
Right.
As the man behind the counter of the pub brings you your various breakfasts, you know that there's a small paper note tucked under one of the plates.
I'm going to casually just check the note.
Just says, "The Wakened are calling," and there's a number.
I'm going to put the number into my Sony Emperor comlink, and then I'm going to eat the note.
All right, that is where we're going to pick it up next time.
Wait, you eating the note?
Yep, eat it with breakfast.
I don't think you're supposed to eat the napkin. You're going to eat the meal, right?
Put some food in my mouth.
Okay.
Keep going.
It goes well with baked beans. All right, so that is the thread we will continue next time with new clothes acquired, a mission of sorts to accomplish a following mission, I love how things like that begin to
Pile up.
snowball.
Another
And,
side quest.
Yeah, and a mysterious message.
Gotta finish all those side quests before we go any further.
Yep. So we'll pick up with all those side quests next time on Temportalers. Thanks for checking out our show. If you want to learn more about us, follow us at Temportalers on Twitter, or you can email us directly at tim.portalers@gmail.com.